Welcome everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is getting ready for Friday. It's just one day away. One single day away. It has been a long week, but I am ready. I am ready to be back at Destiny again for the second time this week. I've got another seal printing going on the printer right now. It's going to be a little bit harder to see because I'm printing this one in translucent nylon. I think it'll look pretty cool as something that I can actually backlight after it's printed. Not quite sure if it'll finish before the end of the stream tonight, but I'll certainly be sharing photos on Instagram and on Twitter. So if you don't follow me in either of those places, how the hell did you find out about this stream? But if you do, you'll see those photos tomorrow. And you'll have a chance to win it tonight if we get a couple new followers. So please tell your friends, tell your loved ones, or your enemies, doesn't really matter to me, to tune in and come ask me questions about 3D printing, about gaming, about computer building, business ownership, anything. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to ask me, I'm a pretty open book. As long as you keep it kind, I'll respond in kind. So like I said, we're going back into Destiny tonight. Let's load it up. I am playing on the Xbox tonight because I had a dismal outing on the PC. Still getting used to the keyboard and mouse controls after literally years of playing on the Xbox. But I'm also testing how this monitor, this brand new LG monitor, works for me for streaming both Xbox and PC. I lost an ability in the change from going from the Dell monitor I was using to the LG. And that what I really liked about the Dell was that it had picture-in-picture or picture-by-picture. So when I was streaming from the Xbox, I was able to, have my streaming set up on one side of the monitor, and then the other side I had my gameplay from my Xbox as it passed through my capture card. And I don't have that now, so I either have to play blind, where I can't see my streaming software. I have to either get another monitor, or I have to get an additional monitor so that when I'm playing on the Xbox, I have either something I'm playing on and this LG remains my broadcast studio setup, or something. The LG monitor was not my first choice. I was, like a lot of people who are looking to get a high-end monitor right now, I was looking at that Samsung G9. Not just because it has that super ultra-wide resolution, but because of that super wide, I would have been able to have basically a full 27-inch screen for gaming and a 27-inch for my streaming stuff. That didn't pan out, although it went back on sale today, and I did put an order in for one. We'll see if it gets here before my return window for the LG is up, and I can side-by-side test them. Other than that one issue, the picture-in-picture issue, I am really liking this LG monitor, although I do wish it did better HDR. It's HDR 400 instead of HDR 10 or 1000. There's not a whole lot of HDR support on the PC yet, but like I said, I had the Xbox hooked up through it, and I have a lot of games that support HDR there, and I'd like to take advantage of that there as well. Well, let's jump into Destiny. Let's switch the monitor off. I am now leaving my broadcast control, so we'll hopefully, if anybody's got audio issues or they come up across anything that they think I need to change, let me know, and I will switch back. Actually, I just realized there's one thing I need to do before I go into the game. Turn off studio mode in OBS. Let's go. Alright. So yeah, I'm just on that grind to finish off this Solstice armor. I think it's pretty cool that this year they made the look an ornament, the final look an ornament that's purchasable, although I wish it didn't have to be purchased. That'll last beyond just this Summer Solstice event. Because one of the things that's always bothered me about these end-of-the-year events that Destiny does is they're so, I don't want to say short-sighted, but they're short-lived, for sure. you know, what's the fun in earning a really kick-ass looking set of armor if you have to give it up in a week when the new season comes out and they basically sunset everything you just earned? But at least with the ornaments, I should be able to apply it to any armor that I get going forward in, you know, seasons coming up. And this is, what, year 4? God, year 4. Where does the time go? But I do really love the look. The kind of crack lighting and the light trying to escape the armor. It's a cool look. As you can even see in the ship, I like the whole aesthetic of it. I got the ship, I got the Sparrow. And if anybody who knows me, by the end of this I'll have all the Eververse stuff. I am that sucker for the Eververse stuff. I totally understand frustrations with the store, but you know, I also love the game, and when I see cool stuff that's I know is going to go away, it definitely hits that impulse trigger button in me and says, pick it up before it goes away. You might never get it again. I think with the exception of a handful of things, I've pretty much picked up everything you can from the Eververse store. Which is not a brag, that's more of a plea for help. Let's see, how's it looking? Good. It is looking good. Let's pick up today's EAZ stuff. I do wish that they'd done something different than the EAZ. I mean, I prefer the EAZ to the kind of Infinite Forest stuff that they do, but it still, excuse me, largely feels like it's, well, not feels like it is, just more of the same. So I think I need to go into Crucible. I think there's like 19 more kills I need. That's not it. Come on, let's put on my good stuff. It's always weird when your highest level stuff is blue, and there's very few times in the game where that actually is the case, but for right now it sure is. I'd also really like to get that Jotun, not Jotun, sorry, that fucking Worldline Zero catalyst that I've been chasing. If the Destiny gods are watching, it would be a really good time to let me have that. So we can do some EAZ, I'm going to do some Crucible, maybe some Gambit. Let's go grab the Crucible bounties.
Did you show the darkness what light can do?
I did not show the darkness what light can do.
On your way, dark.
Alright. Might as well pick up the gunsmith stuff. You never know, right?
Zone 1.
There's only one new one I can take, huh? Void calibration. No, auto rifle, grenade launcher. I'm not using any of those right now. Ooh, there's a mod I don't have.
Sure.
I've been really slacked on getting mods. I don't even use them in my armor, which is terrible. I just like... I don't necessarily know if I get overwhelmed, but there's just so much to do with them, and I change my armor so often as I'm trying to just grind out my power level. First world gaming problems, right? None of it really matters. I'm complaining about fractions of improvement. But, you know, at the endgame content, that all matters. Alright, so what do I want to play in Crucible tonight? Clash. Yeah, alright, sure. Alright, we'll see if Nick wants to play. See if he's online. Get a sneak peek at my entire friends list. Yeah, he's ghosting. Low-key ghosting. What's up, Nick?
Excited to see the year on Xbox today.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, but I'm testing to see if I can live with the monitor the way that it is, the way that I have to do streaming for Xbox on this. Oh,
You're cutting out kind of bad.
well, that's just because this mic. You hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
The only thing I don't like about streaming on the Xbox is I have to have two microphones up. One so that anybody who's playing with me can hear me, and one so that the sultry sounds of my voice get picked up correctly on a studio mic. I just jumped into a round of Crucible, so if you're jumping on, I'll back out after this round's over.
Okay, I'll wait in a bit.
Actually, if you want to get cracking on something, if we want to take the oh my, why can I never remember the name of the fucking fusion rifle? Telesto. God damn. I always want to call it like Queen something. I know that's not right, but if we want to take a crack at that real fast and knock that out for the week, I wouldn't mind failing at that fast.
I don't mean to be a downer, but you're cutting out real bad. You wanted me to do what? What do you want me to knock off the list?
Telesto. Catalyst.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
That better? I might have had the mic flipped.
Yeah, that's better.
That or the mic on this $250 headset might just be shit.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, there's no. I can visually see on the microphone that there's like one way looks like it's in, and the other one is for background monitoring, and there's no like visual like lights up or anything. So I have to physically stare at the mic.
That's nice.
What's
our Arsenal this week? Shotgun auto rocket launcher.
I had a couple pretty explosive posts on Reddit today. Not in a bad way, in a very surprisingly positive way. I posted pictures of my battle station on the ultra wide master race subreddit and on the Razor subreddit, since so much of my gear is Razor gear.
Mm-hmm.
They do make good gear.
Yeah, they do.
In my humblest of opinions. I also joined a Facebook group for burgeoning streamers, and hopefully not only do I get some people to give me some tips and tricks, but maybe I find some other people who stream that I can co-stream with or play with. Oh shit, they are all waiting right there. I got first blood.
Should be able to get it. There you go.
It is so much better playing with an Xbox controller. Like,
yeah, it's really.
I mean, I know that that's not always going to be the case. That eventually I will hopefully prefer playing with keyboard and mouse. But for now, it's nice to be back on an Xbox controller.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, aside from my muscle memory, I still think the Xbox is the most well-designed controller that's ever graced console gaming.
I agree. It is super comfortable.
People who say that they like the PlayStation controller more than the Xbox controller, to me, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, I have small hands, so I prefer PlayStation. Bitch, I have the smallest hands to exist, and I still prefer Xbox. So shut up. Out of ammo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have super small hands, but even I like the big beefy controller of the original Xbox.
Oh yeah, the Duke.
The Duke. I almost bought one when they re-released it for the Xbox One, but I just couldn't justify that purchase. I don't have anything.
I didn't say they re-released it.
Was stupid. It was not. It was. I don't think it was released by Microsoft. It was a third-party controller.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I wear a women's small in gloves. I have small hands.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Trust me. Yep. I make up for it in other ways. Like my caring personality.
So I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but where I'm printing last year's MMXIX
Ooh, I'm coming.
badge, but it might be hard to see on the stream because it's being printed in transparent nylon. So you just have to take my word that it's printing.
It's there, I swear.
I cut it so thin you can't even see it.
Yeah, thinly sliced tomato.
I do miss the music
Catapult.
though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you're on Xbox, you're on your music playing.
Yeah, I know. Eh, what are you gonna do?
Cry.
I'm all cried out, Nick. I got nothing left. 2020's taken all my tears. They're all long gone. I think at this point, pretty much
Modifiers.
everyone on Earth is just exhausted from this year.
Mm-hmm. Definitely agree with that. This might be a good day to try to do Spyro Stars Prestige for the first part for Sleeper Catalyst.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Do we need a
So
team,
the weapons
or can
aren't
we
bad.
can we do it with just 2 people?
No, you need a team. You need a team.
Alright, we can go. If you want to dig up LFG, you know, we just got to make sure people know that I'm on stream and they are live.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be ethical
add it as a
otherwise.
hashtag. Yeah, the modifiers this week are like really good compared to last week. Last week was awful. This week's it's auto shotgun rocket launcher, which is not bad for killing enemies. And then
Oh, I can't get out of there. Oh, but he whiffed that golden gun shot.
Can't kill if they're dead.
the other one is it's like gladiators. So whenever you get kills, like kills with your auto, it'll buff your melee damage.
Alright.
You're pulling ahead. Keep it that way.
Let's knock out a little bit of the EAZ stuff first, if we can.
Oh, we're doing EAZ.
Or not EAZ, but I mean the armor. But yes, for me that means EAZ.
Gambit.
And Gambit. In heroic public
We'll do,
events.
we'll do Gambit.
Because Nick doesn't like Gambit. I gotta drag him through it.
Well, I'm about to get dredging, which means I'm done.
What is it that's so bad about Gambit? I think it's a really clever and fun gameplay mode. You just don't like...
I'll always phrase it like this: if you're playing Crucible, you can live if one of your teammates is like not so great. Like, if they're kind of sucking it, it's fine. You can carry that weight. You can't do that in Gambit. You need all 4 people firing on all cylinders the entire game, and if you mess up once, it's over.
I disagree with that. I think that's way true in Gambit Prime. But in regular Gambit, I mean, I've played games where people have, like, barely done anything and still won.
We've had, even whenever we played just me and you, we had games where we lost because we lost 15 motes at one point, and we just couldn't come back from that.
Sure, I mean, that happens every, there are rounds that are like that, and there are rounds when you play Crucible where you get absolutely stomped.
What's that you got?
At least when it comes to Crucible, I feel like it's more... I feel the weight of it more because, like, oh yeah, I could have done something different instead of, well,
Why we have fire team.
they're just kind of busted, so what am I gonna do? There's less BS in Crucible.
Your legend, Rogue.
Come on through
But
the
you
door.
can get, like even whenever we played and I died with 15 motes, it was because there was a goblin that spawned in and was shielding a knight as he was
Yeah, I
spawning
mean, there's
in.
definitely more random
So I couldn't
elements
kill
in
the knight.
Gambit. It's definitely got more randomness to it.
And that makes
Sometimes
it
I like
not very
random.
fun. I don't.
It's like playing the lottery.
I like... In other words, losing money.
Well, in this case, it would just be
3
losing time.
minutes.
Time is worth more than money.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, during COVID, we sure all have a lot of extra of it.
Unless you're an essential worker.
Fuck.
In which case, good luck.
Yeah, but I mean, the other time that you would spend going to like parties or concerts or whatever, none of that's happening.
I don't go to parties or concerts.
Aww. Are there, I mean,
Last concert.
This isn't a dig at where you live, but like, what's the nearest place for you, like venue-wise, to actually go see like a big concert? Like, do you have access to be able to see? I mean, you have to go into St. Louis, right?
Yeah, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Like 25 minutes away.
I guess okay. There are a lot of casinos out your way, or not out your way, but outside of just the big city, since they don't allow them in Chicago.
Yeah, and the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, like, it plays all the major bands. I saw Green Day there 3 years ago.
Do they have casinos in St. Louis? Do they allow casinos on like within the city limits or no?
I imagine so. I don't know. I don't really go to casinos, so I don't really pay attention to
Well,
that.
that's probably a smart thing.
I don't like any kind of gambling. Like, Camilla was trying to tell me to get into stocks, and I was like, nah, I don't really want to.
Well, stocks doesn't have to be gambling if you play it right. Like, I mean,
I don't know how to play it right. I'm not risking it.
yeah, I mean, getting into stocks if you're gonna like day trade, that's a lot like gambling. But like, if you're just investing for your future and you know invest in like a low yield but consistent growth portfolio, that's not a dumb thing. That's a very
Only
adult
1 minute
thing.
left.
Yeah, no, she was meaning more like
Day
day
trading.
trading.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gambling. Unless
Yeah.
you have insider knowledge, and then it's illegal. But
And that's illegal.
only if
Yeah,
you get caught.
That's illegal. Chances are, if they look into stuff, if you're getting like huge growth in a day, and you're a complete nobody. Pretty sure they look at stuff like that.
He said, only if you get caught.
You've got 30
That's
seconds.
another part of gambling. I don't really want to risk my entire future on making some money just to lose it.
Did I finish my armor? Please, for the love of God, did I finish that portion of it?
Another battle won. On to the next fight.
Yes, I did. All right, are you in the
No.
All right, you'll send me an invite when you're there.
Yep.
All right,
I'm not having any luck this week.
that's all right.
I can't get past the first section.
I
Like, not even like that one jump I was talking about. It's the very beginning. I cannot get past it. Every time I lose, I have to go back and reload into the Leviathan. So I don't even know if I'll be able to get it this week.
believe.
Not having a sword really sucks.
Why do you not have a sword?
I can't use a sword.
Oh, because of the modifiers this week. Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Last week I could.
Got it. Have you finished all your heroic events?
No. Those are easy to do.
Oh, thanks, Phoenix Wolf, for letting me know that I suck. You're a kind-hearted person, and good luck to you. I think I did okay.
I thought it was gonna be like something like I thought it said something like you at work question mark, because I saw you. Nope, you suck.
Well, it's not just that, you know. Phoenix
What are the
Wolf.
previous results?
He had a .95 KO KD ratio. What the fuck?
Send him that back. Be like,
No.
"Yo, you
I don't engage
killed
with that
less than I
shit.
did.
There's no
Come on,
upside to
Bear.
that. When you
We'll laugh
get
about
to
it.
be my
That's an upside.
age, you realize that life's too short for that shit. Just ain't worth it.
It's too short if you get heated over it. If you're joking around, it's just fun.
No, what I will do is this. This is typically what I've done when I get messages like that. Let's see. Whoop.
You're gonna report them.
No. Well, I would if there was something really awful about this. But let's see. I just respond with emojis, and that's it. I limit myself to emojis. So, we'll see if that gets a rise out
Send
of
him
him.
send him a fish. Send him a fish emoji.
Implying what?
Nothing.
Does it have a-
Literally nothing.
Oh, so just
a
like a
fish.
random, like, like have him like, what the fuck is that? All right, we'll see if he responds.
Okay. I hope he does.
I had somebody, I was playing Gambit, and I think it was last year's Summer Solstice stuff where you needed a bunch of kills in Gambit, and I was using Jotun and being really cheap and just, melting people. I think I had like something like 40-something kills because I just kept running through the portal. And the guy texted me back with something like, "You're just a sweaty no-life" or something. And he engaged with me for like a good 30 minutes with just emojis, with just me responding with emojis. I was kind of blown away that he was willing to keep responding. Figured he'd have better things to do, and then I thought, well, he's probably a no-life.
The nightmares were simply an
Probably.
interpretation.
Hey, I got credit for nothing because this wasn't heroic.
We don't give up.
Yep.
What
I was
we have
worth this.
before us is the source.
That's alright. Well, it worked. I think I got
And not
some
to be
progress in my weekly contact.
Hey, hero. If you ever get bored of that squawk box, I can hook you up with some new tech.
So that Rickroll you sent me might have been the first Rickroll I've ever seen in text form, which was kind of clever.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what? It's getting delayed again. I read it, I was like, God damn it, of course.
Honestly, I mean, if the game gets delayed again at this point in 2020, none of that bothers me anymore. Release it when it's ready. That's all I'm asking. That takes more time. It takes more time.
Yeah, who cares at this point? Can I not send videos?
On what?
Discord.
So the Eyes of Savathun, you have to shoot. You have to kill that with Ruinous Effigy. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Ugh. I only got one. 49 to go. So there's a decent list out there of just where to go to get all of them.
Yeah, Raid Secrets has it.
Ooh, raid secrets. How secret are they?
Not very.
I tell my family that I stream from 8 to 11 pretty much every night. And without fail, I get a phone call from my family between 8 and 11.
Oh, is that why you're here?
Because they know.
Well, if he calls back again immediately, then I'm about to jump off screen, because then I always worry that it's like an emergency,
Really, it's just, hey, what are you doing?
No, that's
Having
not
fun?
that's not my family. It's more like I need help hooking the cable box up because this, that, or the other thing. And I'm not gonna want to deal with that.
Let me see. Can't. Rice is burning you.
No. I can't say that. As an Asian, I can never burn rice. That's sacrilegious.
Okay, the tostadas are.
Hey, you know what? Just because I look Hispanic doesn't mean.
Fine, your chicken's burning.
Alright, there you go. Chicken's the good default to anything. Everything looks like chicken, everything tastes like chicken.
Very true.
I did have chicken for dinner.
I'm about to.
Jack in the Box chicken, or?
No. I'm warning you, I'm only doing this once, so you better start praying.
Alright, that's fair. Once for the day.
Tell yourself that.
Oh, come on. Crap. Oh, fucking what? Stupid acolyte eye. That guillotine sword is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really good. You get a god roll on it?
What's not yet? I've been saving up my motes. I will go use them next time I am back at the tower.
Alright.
I should have been saving them before I mean, I guess I had it unlocked for longer than I realized, but now that I know, I will be spending them on that until I get something that's considered a god roll. But won't that, I mean, ultimately isn't that kind of just pointless given that they'll nerf it at some point?
I haven't heard any plans to nerf it, so... I think it's still pretty good. Definitely try to get one.
I will go for it. I think this is going to be a heroic.
We'll work on armor today. We'll do Snyder Stone or something.
Yeah, we'll do that on Saturday if we're going to do some raid stuff on Saturday.
Yeah, we can do Saturday because
Is it Camilla's
he's working.
Yeah.
With nothing Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
That's alright. So as I'm settling in on a regular schedule for streaming, I think I'm going to stream Tuesdays through Saturdays and take Sunday and Monday for myself.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, there's some nights of the week that fit kind of an ongoing thing. So when I am not streaming something in particular, like I'm going to be streaming Avengers all week for the week that it comes out. Big games, I'll probably do stuff like that. Alright, I'll join as soon as this is over. But I think on a regular basis, I'm going to do things like follow and finish Fridays. So, you know, for Friday, I'll try to finish a game that I've started, but I never got around to finishing, like the Assassin's Creed games or the new Doom games that I started both of and never finished, or the last Wolfenstein game. And Wednesdays are going to be whatever I want Wednesdays. So it's just whatever I'm feeling. Then I don't know what I'm going to do on Fridays, or Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. Saturdays I kind of want to play like whatever's popular right now, just to try it out, like maybe Fall Guy, or maybe I'll give, what's that new one with the V? Vanguard? Is that it?
Never heard of the game so before right now.
There's, I think it's on the Epic Store. I think it's PC only. Vainglory? Does that sound right?
Vainglory sounds familiar, but I don't know if it's brand new or not.
If anybody's just tuning in, if you're wondering what that nondescript object that's printing on my printer is, it is last year's Moments of Triumph seal. It is printing in a clear nylon material. That explains the poor visibility of it. And if we get just a couple more followers tonight, we'll be raffling that off. So make sure, if you're not a follower, click that follow button, and we will kick off a raffle.
It's like gambling, but it's free.
Exactly.
In and out. This place is tapped. Scrubbing the bank for our next
Like
drop.
that cruise line they keep calling you about.
Valorant. Yes,
This
that's
time
the
you can
game.
actually
Thank
win
you,
it.
Lives
Kayla.
will be spent.
It is
There
Valorant.
are
Huh?
miles to go before we rest.
Oh, Valorant.
Valorant. Valorant or Valorant?
Valorant. It's like Valor.
But also an ant. Yes, I see that. Not sure if it's a game I would like, but you know, if it's free and people are playing it.
It's kind of like CS:GO. What I've heard.
Those were words I don't like. I do not like those words. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I
Yeah.
don't like. Unable to. Oh, so what do I need to have? What are the restrictions?
Kinetic shotgun.
Kinetic
Energy auto.
shotgun, Energy.
Heavy rocket.
Auto. Heavy rocket. I might need you to send me that invite again. Yeah, because I lost it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know, the streaming thing is as hard as it can be to muster up the energy to be upbeat after a long day of work. It's certainly getting easier the more equipment I have that can automate parts of it, and the more I have a schedule where like I know what I'm looking at doing. That makes it a lot easier as well.
That's good. It's always nice when everything's get easy.
Yeah, I just wish people would tune in and ask me about 3D printing. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this, and you know, not just because it's self-serving for my business, but I do love talking about 3D printing, and I know that there's a lot of people who have either misconceptions or don't know as much as I would love the industry, or not the industry, but creatives and casual people to know, specifically when it comes to the kind of printing we do at my office. We do some pretty cool stuff.
Would you like to go on a tangent?
Only if it's natural. That was about as much of a tangent as I can go on at the moment. There's so many cool. There are some cool things that I wish I could talk about on the stream, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that I'm under NDA that I can't talk about, which sucks. It's that pesky insider stuff, you know. You can't spill those beans.
What are those winning stock numbers again?
Believe me, if I had insider trading information and I was going to risk going to jail for sharing it, I'd be taking advantage of it myself first. Bless it. But no, there's not. To me, the risks are just not worth it for that kind of stuff. And when it comes to my clients, I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize, you know, their business interests, because I think the best way to approach owning a business and the way that I approach running my business is, you know, my client's success is my success. You know, rising waters raise all boats. So everything and anything I can do to help my clients succeed, whether it's keeping my mouth shut or sharing everything that they do, it's what I want to do for them. Oh man, I need to get that as an animation and a button to trigger it for when I'm streaming.
That'd probably be really useful, actually.
I'm filled with useless tidbits. What happens if does the emote carry with you when you shoot out the shotgun, or no? Oh yes, it does.
Kind of. For a little bit, and then it kicks you out of it.
That table went flying with me. What the fuck was happening in Sea of Thieves yesterday when I got launched like vertically or sideways?
Because I was shooting you directly at the island, and I just see you flying in the distance. Like, oh,
that was so weird.
Guess we're doing that now.
It happened twice in a row.
I know.
I would definitely play that again with you and Camilla. Maybe I could even convince Kayla to play that. Since it's pretty low key, and I think that'd be a fun game to stream. But we all have to talk like pirates.
Aye.
Yar. You ever seen Dodgeball?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I know it's a cult classic, and I really need
Oh my
to.
God.
I just haven't.
There's
I have trouble keeping up with movies that have released yesterday.
there's a
Nonetheless,
character in
movies
the
from the
movie
past.
that speaks like a pirate. Exclusively. Like, he can't not speak like a pirate and dresses like one. I'm trying to get my coworker to play some Destiny. He's played a little bit.
Any luck with it?
He's played a little on his own. You know, I think the problem is that he's so... Oh, come on, come on, come on! Fuck off!
I got 2 exotics.
I hate this stupid fucking catalyst. I hate these catalysts that are restricted to prestige modes on raids or just random drops. I infinitely prefer the ones where you can just go do a bunch of stuff and get it.
It's not many like that.
I know, but they are the ones that I prefer. Yes, you want to go on a gambit, which means I am going to do something I don't really want to do, which is put on a bow.
Ew.
I'm still
Trying to shoot our chance of winning in the foot.
kind of, but I am. Oh, I still need to do solar orbs and strikes, so today would be good to do that since it's the element of the day. But I'm still trying to get what was the bow and arrow? That was
Hush.
Hush, yeah.
Even though it's gonna be worthless.
I know. I just want to finish it. You know how that is. You can relate.
Not really, because I'm not doing Hush. Fuck that. Not happening.
Language. Usually this is a mature stream.
Censoring myself. Not when Gambit's talked about.
Man, it'd be kind of cool if they had like an artificial intelligence bot that you could have in your stream that would just bleep out swears.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'd honestly use it just because I think in general swearing sounds funnier when it's bleeped.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck, no. Alright. I don't know what I want to use, man. Not Wish Ender. Is there a catalyst on any of the exotic bows on the Monarch or Trinity Ghoul?
Trinity Ghoul. That's it.
Do I even have Trinity Ghoul? Trinity Ghoul. I do. Alright, I'll put Trinity Ghoul on. Sure, why not?
You have the Catalyst, though.
I believe I do. Belief is a funny
Best
thing.
Catalyst in the game.
Is it really? I do have it.
Yeah, no, with the Catalyst, it honestly makes it really good.
Complete objectives to unlock. Wait, why can't you can't, oh, because I have to finish it before I can slot it. It will join orbs and
Yeah,
multi-kills
it's the other
defeat.
kill enemies.
Let's just kill enemies? Perfect! That's exactly what I need to do right now. Whoop-de-doo. Did you take us to the tower? No, you did not. I don't have my Gambit bounties. You motherfucker. After this round, let's go grab them.
Okay.
It won't take us long. See, if we were playing on the PC, Nick, that would only take us like less than 60 seconds.
I know.
We do miss that.
Oh, that's not very good.
What?
Beyond Light's base edition
Yeah.
doesn't come with the season pass for that season.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if you want season 12 and Beyond Light, that's going to cost you an extra tenner.
Well, who did that? I mean, who's only buying the
Bungie.
basic? No, who's only buying the basic edition?
People who don't have a lot of money to
Isn't
spend.
it only like a
or people
$20
who think
difference?
Enough fooling
It's-
around. Hi.
It's $20 different. I think it's what? It's 80. for the full one.
Is it? Oh,
Well, we got 80.
That's pretty pricey. How much is just the expansion?
The base expansion is 40.
So it's an extra
If you
40
want to get
bucks.
season 12,
Or 50.
if you want to get season 12, it's 50. If you want to get all of them, it's 80.
What if you want to get Swifty?
It's just drop your pants, get on the floor.
How do you know that and you don't even watch the show?
Rick and Morty?
Do you watch it or no?
Yeah, I've seen every season.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that was a show you didn't watch.
No, I like Rick and Morty. I think it's fun.
It is fun. Have you watched his Justin Roiland's new show on Hulu? I forgot what it's called, about the aliens who land on Earth.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I really want to.
It's good. I mean, it just feels like more Rick and Morty, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. No, not at all.
I've been watching the new Star Trek series on CBS All Access, Lower Decks. That's pretty good. I mean, I like a good kind of irreverent animated TV show. I mean, fuck, I still watch Family Guy and The Simpsons. It's not so much The Simpsons anymore, but... Shit. That doesn't count as a kill when I do that. Why am I... Where is this guy? Is he stuck in the rock? He's stuck in the rock. Way to go, Bungie.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna get a lot of slack for that whenever November comes, and people are like, hey, I just bought Beyond Light, and I don't have Season 12. What the fuck?
Hey, Citizen, thanks for the follow.
Hey, welcome.
I think...
It's just a little bit worrying.
Where does that take? I gotta step out for just a quick second. One more follower, and we'll start a raffle. We're at 24.
Exciting.
That sweet 25. We'll do another raffle.
Hostiles at the trees.
It's weird being in a place where like I want to make affiliate, but like it's not. I'm not doing this as like the end all be all of trying to make ends meet. So I don't know how aggressive I should be pursuing it. It's all very confusing.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not dropping $200+ on giveaways, I feel like it's okay.
No, I mean I refuse to go that route. I don't want to buy followers, and I know that you could make the argument
that's
that
not cool.
giving away 3D printed stuff is sort of related to that, and you wouldn't be wrong. But I'm also doing it because I genuinely want people to have an interest in 3D printing. So the best way to do that is to get something in somebody's hands.
Your invaders down.
I mean, that Suros I sent you, I'm hoping that's still prominently somewhere in your home.
Sending medium blocker.
Yep, it's actually right on my desk.
And that's a pretty dope 3D print.
Portals up.
Whenever I move, I'm gonna paint it.
Well, one of the cool things now that we have an in-house designer is that I'm actually going to be doing a lot more full color stuff based off of monochrome STLs, because he's been showing me how to digitally paint stuff, which is cool. There's a life lesson in that for everybody, you know, no matter what your age is, never get unexcited by learning new stuff, because the minute you stop getting excited about learning new stuff, it's over.
Yeah, I agree. Like, oh shit, that's the guy. Oh no.
He's down.
Whew. I'm sitting here with a lever, I didn't want to die.
I don't know why I ran into that.
Hostiles at the trees.
It's like, heck, I hate it whenever...
Almost
Like, we've got a new
there he
cashier
is.
at my job, and she's the definition of, like, really snooty, in the worst ways.
I mean,
Even though she doesn't even...
I don't mean to sound snooty, but I mean, a snooty Lowe's cashier? That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
No, head cashier.
Whatever.
She's on the same level as me.
It's not like you guys are
I mean,
working in high
snooty is
society.
I know, I mean, like, what's the word for it? Really strict about stuff that doesn't need to be strict, and no one's strict about.
Is she older than you, or is she your age?
maybe a year or two older than me. Not
That's
too much.
I consider somebody who's your age plus or minus, say 3 years, to be the same age.
Okay, then yeah, she's my age.
He's over by the trees.
Yep, I see him.
Oh, he's gonna fuck me up.
Trying to push him back.
Fuck.
Invader down.
Oh,
Nice kill.
fuck.
Nice kill. So Sinister, if you've got questions about 3D printing, or if you came here from either of the 2 Reddit posts and you got questions about the LG monitor I decided on, or the crazy amount of RGB in my battle station, bring it. Can't have enough RGB. I mean, at this point, I think I want my coffin to have
Your
RGB.
ally's a hero.
That'd be pretty cool. Get solar powered.
Where would it? I mean, the tombstone would have to have RGB for anybody to care after I'm in the ground.
Yeah.
We're so
Oh,
close.
I
Where's?
Portal's ready.
Let's go hunt him.
Invaders here,
Let's go
watch
hunt
out.
him. I know. I'm going after him.
I'm respawning now. We're gonna win. I mean, if it's guaranteed at this point. I still have 25 sword ammo. Like, we're good.
I still have 35. I want to go fuck him up. Where's he at? Where is
I
he?
see him. He's over in the trees. He's fighting Fenny right now, and he's just
Alright.
trying to use his sword.
Invaders off the field.
Ah! Well, all the goblins are down.
That's what matters most.
Primeval's dead.
All I needed.
You know the weirdest thing about working a job where you do a lot of work with your hands is coming home and looking at them and like, how the fuck did I cut my hand today doing this and not even notice?
Opposing
I
team
definitely
sucks.
understand that feeling. I had times where I was loading a whole bunch, like, you know, the fake deck wood,
All right, hold on to
like
something.
really
Fake
expensive
deck
because it's
wood?
not real wood.
What do you mean it's not? What's
Yeah,
it made out
okay.
of?
Hostiles
It's like a
calling in
plastic
heavy
material,
Oh,
but it
so it
feels
so it
really
lasts
good.
longer.
at the ruins.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's also pricey
Like 10,000
because
years
it's so
longer.
good. Yeah,
That's a dig at
house will be
plastics.
looking good forever.
Hashtag save the
I know,
planet.
the house is gonna look great forever.
That's the
Anyways,
scary
I
thing.
ended up
Go
getting
ahead.
cut,
Sorry,
and
go
I didn't
ahead.
even notice.
I mean, was
I
it
said,
just
I
sharp,
ended up getting cut.
or was it? Did it just have
I don't
like
know what cut me on it.
fake
I didn't notice
splinters?
until after. It doesn't have fake splinters. I know that because we were able to just slide it down without having to worry.
But to your point about a house looking good forever with that stuff, one of the things that I think is absolutely fascinating about nature is whenever you look at, you know, any of the movies that deal with the post-apocalyptic future, or just even in the real world, when you see a building or an area that's been uninhabited for even 5-10 years, how fast nature comes back and just reclaims anything we've built is pretty amazing. And you take like even something as big as like the Golden Gate Bridge or the Sears Tower in Chicago or whatever, and you don't maintain it for 10 years, it's gonna look radically different.
It's covered in vines and all that jazz.
I mean, it's just a reminder that we do not matter at all. The Earth cares not for our existence.
Hostiles at the tree.
That's why we just have fun with it.
Hey,
Also,
come
we should
on,
probably bank real
dude.
quick. Like real quick, we should bank.
I'm
so,
heading
like,
back.
One of us can go over.
Well, shit, I don't have enough. No.
This 15 guy needs to bank. There we go.
Allies headed to the other side. Portal's ready.
Yeah, they have a lot of people that have a lot of boats.
Go get him.
There's 15.
Your allies down.
I got poisoned, so I'll take my 15.
You got poison. Somebody using thorn?
Lamarck.
Oh,
Lamarck. Two people are using it over there. Hate that guy.
you got it though, right?
Not yet.
That's from doing forges, right?
Incoming wave at the ruins.
Yeah, you gotta do. Well, now they made a quest. You have to do 10 legendary frames, and you can only do 2 a week.
Gotcha. That's a good gun. I like it. It's fun. I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
even
it's really
Destiny,
good.
even Destiny's worst guns are still interesting in the sense that, you know, somebody came up with a weird idea for a gun and implemented it, and, you know, if you're just fucking around, it might be fun to play with.
Yeah, I think that's what Destiny has over games like Borderlands. It's like, yeah, cool, they can do stuff like... Oh, Sinister tried to... Oh, Sinister posted a really long message and it got deleted. I feel really bad for him. Yeah, your auto mod system.
Yeah,
is
it's,
just... Oh, you saw it? Okay, good.
Hostiles at the trees. Hey.
Hey man, was thinking of getting a G9 and really only played Destiny 2, but was concerned about the PvP and the FPS. How's the LG working for you FPS wise?
Being invaded.
It depends on what you're doing at the same time as you're playing. So, you know, if you're streaming and you are trying to play with all the bells and whistles turned on, you don't have a second computer dedicated to capturing your gameplay and streaming everything all in one box, you can't play it at ultra settings on the monitor. And honestly, I wouldn't play in full screen because you're not going to want to broadcast with black bars on the top and bottom of your broadcast. So I play, when I'm playing on the PC, I play in windowed mode in 1920 by 1080. The frame rates are fine as long as I remember to turn off all of my background stuff, which was a problem on Tuesday night's stream. But when everything's working the right way, at 1920 by 1080 with a 2080 Ti graphics card and running things at high, I'm getting roughly on average 120 frames per second, which is fine for me. I mean, I know people talk about, oh, the monitor does 144. If I ever get the G9, you know, it does 200 frames per second. But honestly...
Hey, can't get ready to bank. We're gonna bank at the same time.
No, we're not. Shit, he's coming. Watch out.
I know, I just saw him.
Your
He's
ally
out.
neutralized the invader.
Okay,
Alright.
you ready?
Yep.
Three,
Almost there.
2,
Fill
1.
the banks. It's
Oh, I couldn't.
Oh,
I wouldn't let me.
it got me. I got in there.
That's fine.
The LG...
I was hoping we could both do it because we both have 15.
Yeah, I know. The LG in general, I really like it as a monitor. I mean, the IPS panel on it is really nice. I use an IPS monitor at work as well, since what I do for a living relies so much on accurate color. But you know, you have the limitations of the HDR. You know, that's not a small thing if that matters to you. I mean, once you've seen one of those monitors like the Asus that does the HDR10 HDR, I mean, it's stunning. It's gorgeous. But also, it depends on what you play. Destiny, if that's all you play, it is one of those handful of games that does look stunning in true HDR. So I wish I could give you like a clear cut what's the monitor I would get. I can't say I regret the LG. I do wish the HDR was better. But you know, hopefully when I get the G9, if it comes in, like I said before, my return window is up, I'll be able to make some better side-by-side comparisons. The Asus monitor is really the only other one that's out and available right now. I think it's like the 35VGQXPRT. I'm gonna just make up letters and numbers.
Trees.
Now. But it's too expensive. It's like $2,200. And from what I've heard, there are people who've complained that it can get quite noisy because there's a fan in there for the G-Sync module.
You're behind.
And that's also another selling point of the LG. It has true G-Sync. It's not just G-Sync compatible. It has the actual G-Sync module in it.
Invaders off the field.
I mean, I think ultimately when you're talking about monitors at this level, I don't think there's any way that you're going to go completely wrong. Like, I don't think you're going to get a monitor that you're miserable with.
Sometimes I forget.
Oh my lord, we almost lost.
Yeah, if you need a TN panel, Sinister, yeah, that's... I don't think it'll matter for things like Destiny, but if you're playing like competitive CSGO or anything that really relies on really fast response times and high refresh rates, you know, your ultra wides are probably not what you're looking for anyway. But it is really hard to go. Oh, take us to the tower so we can get the bounties, if you wouldn't mind, Nick. But I do think that once you go to an ultra-wide monitor, it's very hard to go backwards. I mean, I didn't have a G-Sync HDR monitor before this, but I did have it's about 5 years old, Dell 34-inch ultra wide, and when I was looking at getting a new monitor, looking at a 4x3, or not a 4x3, but looking at a 16:9 monitor, it was too far a step backwards, because certain games that really utilize the full screen, it's just beautiful. When I'm just playing Destiny by myself and I'm not streaming and it's just me and the full majesty of this monitor, it's quite gorgeous. It's not quite like being in VR, but given how big the monitor is and how close I sit, it's pretty close. I mean, it fills pretty much all of my field of view. If you tune in tomorrow night or earlier in the day Saturday, I might be streaming on the PC again, so you can see how it looks on the PC. Well, I could try streaming in ultra wide. That would be an interesting experiment. You could see how streaming in full screen on an ultra wide would look. I'd love to hear people's feedback if that actually would be interesting, because I could move some of the monitors that are on my stream, like my face cam and the printer cam. I could move those to the black bar areas along with the chat, having that up above or somewhere else. I don't think you could get away with it on a G9. If you stream on a G9 and you're streaming that at full resolution, I mean, you're talking about having like a thin strip of gameplay in the middle of an ocean of black. Yeah, Nick, have you seen one of those super ultra wide monitors in person?
Not in person, no.
They are crazy. I mean, the field of view that you get on that is amazing. Like, I can only imagine playing something like the new Flight Simulator on there would be phenomenal.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I haven't even played the new Flight Simulator on this monitor, and I've been itching to. I got my flight stick out of cold storage. I'm ready to go with it, and I haven't even played it.
What's up?
I have watched some gameplay though, and it looks really, really fun.
On one hand, I'd love to play it. The other hand, I know my computer can't handle it. On the other, there's only like one thing I want to do.
What is it that you want to do? Please don't tell me you want to crash something.
I just want to fly by my house.
Well, that would be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking one of the small planes to see if I actually fly it, like how close I could fly to my building in downtown.
You crash into it.
No, that just I mean, that brings up too many fucked up things. Didn't the 9/11 terrorists train in Flight Simulator before they went on to like actual flight simulators?
I don't know.
I mean, it shouldn't make me feel weird because I mean, obviously that's not who I am, but I don't know. Just something about it just makes me feel kind of fucked up.
It's like saying that. I mean, yeah, I'm sure people like what was it? Columbine. They trained by playing a shooter game. Who cares? We're playing Destiny.
I mean,
that's
I don't want
completely
to.
different.
I don't want to say I don't care, but yes, I understand your point. That correlation is not causation. I get that. Doesn't make me feel any less weird about stuff.
I was in middle school. It was one of our extracurriculars we could pick. That was just like. Huh?
You were in middle school. Oh, no. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. One of your extracurriculars.
No, I wasn't in middle school yesterday. Don't worry. At my middle school, they had an extracurricular activity, a class you could take, and what it was is it was almost like a STEM class where you could go through and check out all these different professions and have a little taste on what they are. And one of them was you went through and did like a flight simulator thing. I don't remember which version of Microsoft Flight Simulator it used, but at one point after we'd already finished with learning all the lessons through it, my friend and I would just go through and just do whatever. I think one of the funniest things was we took one of the biggest planes and just crashed into the arch. Just because why not?
I mean, I get the impulse. I mean, you're flying this giant plane in a simulator where you have no consequences. I get it. I totally get it.
It's funny.
There was a time in my life where flight simulators were kind of all I played. I mean, I was really into F-22 Combat Simulator when I was in junior high and high school, mainly because there was a brief period of time in my life where I was planning on going to the Air Force Academy to try to be a pilot. Mainly as a means to get into space. That was my goal.
You in space yet?
No, I've not yet been. Have you? Have you, Nick? Have you been to space?
All right.
Almost.
Let's see what we've got.
It's pretty much the
working.
number one thing on my bucket list is to get up there. So my goal now is to make enough money
Understandable.
that I can get a ticket on like whatever SpaceX has, commercial flights or Virgin Galactic or something like that. I just want to experience true weightlessness, and I want to see the curve of the Earth and take photos so I can throw it in the faces of all the flat earthers.
Well, they can do that without taking you actually into space.
I know.
There's a couple different flights
I
that
know.
just take you
You
up
could
to,
do like
you
the
know,
Vomit Comet, or you could do. There's a couple of balloon ones that'll take you to the edge of the atmosphere. But I want to be able to say I actually left the confines of the Earth's atmosphere.
This map's going away, by the way. Just letting you know.
The what's going away?
This map.
Oh, why is this going away?
Because it's only going to be 4 maps coming soon. The
For-
rest of the content vault happens.
For Gambit or just
For Gambit.
Okay,
Yep.
that sucks. I like this map.
Yeah.
So with Mars,
The ones that are going where this one.
with Mars going away, or some of the other planets, are those multiplayer Crucible maps going away as well, or no? Will those still be there?
No. No, those are going to stay.
Okay, so you can still see Mars, sort of, just not.
A very skewed version.
Yes. So they're not going to have what? We're losing Mars, Mercury, Titan, and Nessus. Is that right?
No. Mars, Mercury, Titan, Io, and
Io.
Leviathan.
That's right. Sorry, not Nessus.
You should probably banks. We can jump over there real quick.
Yeah, okay, I've got enough for small.
Because they're sitting on. They're holding like 30 right now.
I don't think I have, unless somebody else
come over.
banks. Somebody else is banking. Okay.
Yep, they're all banking. They're all banking. Tossing them.
Portals up. Go look in the eyes. Allies
fuck 'em
headed
up.
to the other side.
Landing on it.
It'll be interesting if they ever bring that content back. Like, I would love a Destiny that was like all inclusive. You know, that had all the planets and all the locations from Destiny
Oh,
1.
I got a 15 day.
That didn't have to remove planets because of the game size caps on the Xbox and PlayStation 5. Or PlayStation 4.
I don't think that's ever going to happen, to be honest.
Don't say ever.
With the way
Ever's a long
well,
time.
with the way that Bungie programmed this game, it's very reliant on other systems
I
in
know.
a way that
I know.
whenever they make small changes, it affects literally everything.
You don't know. They could have a skunkwork project in the back end where, you know, a team of developers are working on rebuilding a new engine that would allow them to have everything. It could be possible. You never know.
Considering they're working on another game
Oh,
right now,
fuck.
I really doubt it.
Yes, it would be as big as COD. I mean, I've got my coworker was bitching about that new update they put out that was like 66 gigs on the Xbox, and I think it was only that big on the Xbox.
Get 'em next.
And then there's a bug in it already. So now the concern is that if they patch it, it's going to be another like 60-something gig patch on the Xbox.
Yeah, that stuff's ridiculous.
I know.
Which is like most of that download, it just replaces files, so the file size doesn't grow by that much. It's just the fact that you need to have 60 gigabytes free to download it so you can replace it.
Find them
It's
before they find
ridiculous.
you.
I mean, largely most of those updates I don't see the issues with because I just have my shit downloaded in the background. So when I'm at work, it's downloading all that stuff.
Ally neutralized.
But I could see if you have either limited bandwidth or you don't have your console set to auto update, that would be a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, my dad regularly runs into gigantic updates whenever he gets on like
Bank
the
those moats.
couple times every once in a while. Sorry, Dad. Go back to downloading.
Almost time.
Well, that's why I think I know a lot of carriers during COVID have removed bandwidth caps, but they should leave that as permanent. Bandwidth caps are bullshit.
Get those moats to the bank. It's time for a prime evil.
Especially in a day and age where everybody's watching HD or 4K video and they're downloading games and they're working from home and...
Yeah.
Aww, I needed a bank 10. Fuck. Alright.
Portal's ready. Don't say hello.
Alright, we got one. Oh, fucker.
Primeval compromise. Focus your fire.
Do you think that they're going to let
Who's down?
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X users play Destiny with Xbox One and PlayStation 4 users?
Yep. Yeah, whenever they first announced that it was like that they were doing the upgrade version where you can just you're gonna get it on the next console for free, at least on Xbox. I don't know about PlayStation. They said that one of the things they've been working on that stopped them from doing cross-platform is that right now they're working on cross-generational multiplayer. So whenever the next gen comes out, you'll automatically be able to play with all of your friends on the older
But
consoles.
does that mean Destiny on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 is going to be limited to 30 frames per second?
Nope, it's getting 60 FPS.
So Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 users will have a distinct advantage.
I mean, if you, I guess I don't really see much of an advantage just having more frames.
But oh wow.
You know,
It does make gameplay better. I mean, it's from what I remember, it's something that they said was the reason why they didn't enable 60 frames per second for Xbox One X users and PlayStation 4 Pro users, because they can do 60 frames per second in Destiny, but they didn't want to give them a competitive advantage over players who can only hit 30 frames per second on the original hardware.
I think they just decide, yeah, you know what, we don't want to split the franchise again. Because that's what happened whenever the Xbox One came out. You used to have 360
yeah.
and 1.
I agree.
And they couldn't do anything at that point because of how big of a difference it is.
And I'd be pissed if they
But,
released Destiny on the Xbox Series X and I couldn't play in 60 frames per second. That would really bother me. Especially with Halo being delayed. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot that I can really utilize on the Series X. Oh fuck! Get out of there! Get out of there!
At least Flight Simulator's gonna. How did I didn't pick? Oh, I have 11 notes. I was wondering where my notes were. I'm excited for Flight Simulator to come to Xbox. They are working on that.
Is it only coming to Series X or is it coming to Xbox One as well?
They haven't said. I wouldn't be surprised if it came to both.
I wonder if they'll add support for flight sticks on Xbox One. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm sure if it's like if you can plug it in by USB. Again, that's something that I could definitely see happening. Ooh, we gotta go through here. A lot of notes. Oh yeah, they're gonna bank. Yep,
Yep, they did.
nothing I can do at that point.
They're waiting for us to...
No! Yeah, they're holding on to the...
Where did you go to work on the catalyst for Skyburner's O?
Leviathan. It took me over an hour.
Yeah, well that's not going to go on stream. I don't think anybody wants to watch me just kill a bunch of Cabal over and over and over again.
It sucked. It was the worst.
I don't even want to watch me do that.
Just listen to YouTube while I do it.
Well, I'd probably just watch something like The Office or... The Office.
Nope!
That tends to be my go-to background show.
It's a good background show, so that's understandable.
It is. Alright, I'm gonna get my 15 modes now.
There's like no heavy ammo, and it's not gonna be fun.
I've not gotten any that dropped. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck.
We're gonna invade soon.
I know. I'm aware. Just need a bank.
Still haven't invaded. Wow.
Maybe they're saving it for a rainy day?
I don't know why. I guess. Thought today was pretty rainy, but I guess not.
So, Sinus, if you're still here, you play on the Xbox or you play on the I'm assuming you play on the PC. If you're ever up for playing a game, drop me your Steam name, or if you want to search for me, I'm pretty easy to find. My Steam name, my Xbox name, all of it is Sinful Savior.
I watch out with the Steam. Your profile's private, so it's really hard to find you.
What do you mean? If you type
Your
in
Steam
Sinful
profile
Savior,
set to private. Yeah, no, it doesn't show up. I had to go through on Camilla's account. I had to look up my account, go to my friends list to find you.
all right. Well, I'll fix that to make that a little bit easier. Maybe I'll do that after
all
this.
your games are hidden, your friends are hidden, captures hidden, profile hidden, everything.
I live a very
Like,
private
it goes
life.
to me.
Thank you very much.
You really don't.
I know.
Oh, dude, there's that invasion.
Yeah, but it
Wonder what
doesn't
they're
matter
gonna use
now.
it for. Yeah, 'cause we don't have much damage anyways.
I guess you could also send me your Steam name through Reddit, since if you came here for one of my Reddit posts.
Your ally neutralized the invader.
Yeah, this invader sucks.
We still have both envoys are up.
Well, we've already killed 2 of them.
Portal's ready.
Oh, they're putting down smalls.
It's alright. It's
Got
alright.
him.
Lazy K.
Oh,
What the hell?
my
Just,
phone died.
the hell just hit me from the side? How is there no heavy ammo? Oh, there it is.
I don't know. Oh, after this invasion, we're gonna burn them.
Yay!
Up top. Oh, he's at heavy.
Yeah, he does. Leviathan's breath, Jesus.
That's fine. Because when oh what the
They're
fuck
melting,
is that
they're
damage?
melting.
They start out with the times 0. How did they what? That's some bullshit.
Off the field.
Well, you know,
They start out with a times 0. What did they use to burn them?
you can't win them all.
I need to. I'm trying to rank up so I can be done with this.
I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back.
Okay, I'm back. I think I'm alone.
You're not alone. I'm here.
Oh, hi.
I think I'm alone now. Doesn't really
8,510. Oh,
How many
boy.
more matches do you need for your armor?
Probably, I think 6 more.
I need
5 more.
5 more. Yes. Pardon. I really cannot believe I still
Come on, dude.
I don't have the fucking catalyst for World Line Zero. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Stop saying never. Never and always are dangerous words.
You have until October. If you don't get it the
I
first
know.
week of October, it's worthless.
I know. I'm well aware.
You're gonna get it the second week of October, I can already tell.
So Friday, tomorrow night, I don't know if I'll be on Destiny. I might stream the beta for Avengers tomorrow night.
I'll be working.
I'll let you know how it plays. Are you gonna at least try the open beta next weekend?
No, I'm not getting it.
Well, you could try the open beta just to see. What if it's so good? It's so good, you have to pick it up.
I have more doubts in that
I
than
know.
I had in Anthem.
Ooh, that was a dig, man. That was low. That was a low blow.
And I mean every word. So,
Anthem.
chances are, I'm not gonna bother.
I just read that they're still working on it. They're
Yeah.
overhauling the whole game. I thought, I know that they announced that a few months ago, but I thought that they were just saying that they were just gonna sweep it under the rug, pretend it didn't happen. Anthem didn't exist. Anthem who? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're still working on it.
Did you buy that game? Have you?
No.
I did.
No.
I did.
I'm smarter than that.
I had faith that because of how much they were throwing behind it, that any bugs, they would work pretty quickly to iron them out, and they just failed at every single turn. And it's such a
Nope.
shame, because BioWare is just it's BioWare, man.
And the worst part is not even their fault.
Uh,
It was the leadership at BioWare. I should say that. The developers at BioWare,
yes.
they did the best they could,
But that's,
they had no strong lead.
snake rots from the head, right? So what are you going to do? I mean, you could also argue that it's
Yeah,
also
but-
EA. I mean, look at what
It's
they
both.
did. Look at what they did to Mass Effect.
It
Let's
was
shove more
definitely both
microtransactions
EA and
into it.
Never ends well. Yeah, it was EA and the leads at BioWare, because the leads at BioWare didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do, and they kept swapping from, oh, we're gonna have always flying her, no flying her, oh, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be this kind of a game, it's gonna be that kind of a game, it's gonna be super narrative, it's gonna be like an open world game, it's gonna be like
Well,
Destiny,
yeah.
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be like Borderlands.
anytime you design by committee,
Nobody knows.
You ever heard you know what a camel is? It's a horse designed by a committee. It's nothing quite right about it.
It's just sad, because there's an alternate universe where Anthem is actually a great game.
There was actually a universe where Mass Effect 5 came out, and we actually got a fucking finale to that storyline. We we don't live in that universe. We unfortunately live in the darkest timeline.
At least Sonic got changed.
That's true, and it made the movie better. I mean, I never saw it without the change, but I enjoyed that film.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
It's a fun movie. I mean, it's not great, but as far as video game movies are concerned, it's better than a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a very, very low bar.
Yeah, but it's still a bar.
Hold on to your ghosts.
I mean, I think if you're going to be a video game movie, the best way to go is either try to be really good. I mean, I get if you're a director and a filmmaker, you want to be that first video game movie that's actually critically praised. But the other way to go is just make it so schlocky that it's, you know, fun to watch, like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or the first couple Resident Evil films.
The other secret is if you're going to make a video game movie, and it's just a general video game movie, not like, this is a Mario movie. If you're making a general gaming movie, make like a Spaceballs thing. Don't take it seriously.
Well, what do you consider a general gaming movie?
Like a movie that's about gaming in general. Like Pixels.
Okay, oh god, fucking Pixels.
Yeah.
Or like...
Yeah, if you're going to make a general...
Wreck-It Ralph.
Movie, make it like a Spaceballs.
Wreck-It Ralph was good, as far as video game movies are concerned.
Yeah. That one gets a pass. It gets the Disney pass.
The end of Wreck-It Ralph still gets me. Right in the feels.
Really, really good movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the second one.
It's not as good as the first, but it's still good. It's still watchable.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney and Pixar's animation studios rarely make a movie that's so bad it's unwatchable. I mean, I actually can't even think of one.
No, I can think of bad ones, but not like unwatchable. I can't stand to see.
Yeah, like
this.
Brave, I would put in the category of it's, as far as Pixar is concerned, it's not my favorite Pixar movie, and it's okay, but it's watchable. It's still imminently watchable.
Yeah, I mean, if you try to compare it to everything else, it's bad.
But that's like, I mean,
on its own as a movie.
That's how I feel about the MCU. Like, their worst movies in the MCU are still better than most comic book movies.
Yeah.
The exception of The Incredible Hulk, which is just a downright terrible movie on every level. Mark Ruffalo is a much better Hulk. Oh, come on.
Who's waiting for Volume 3 of Guardians?
Yeah, you got a ways to wait on that. I don't even think it's in pre-production yet.
Nah, because they're still trying to finish Suicide Squad.
I think they finished filming principal photography, and I don't think it got... Oh, no. Sorry, I take that back. I think James Gunn is still doing reshoots on it, maybe?
Either way, it's not accurate for that movie to get something good.
I am excited for Suicide Squad. I'm curious to see what he does with the DC movie. You know, I'm actually looking forward to the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Was that officially getting released?
Yeah. Warner Brothers is releasing it as part of HBO Max.
Ah, of course.
You gotta get the people in, right?
That's one way to do it.
To the other side.
Oh, come on, let's finish this.
Portal's ready. Grab your gun.
I'm probably gonna do 2 more before I jump off to eat something. I haven't eaten anything since like noon.
Time's 9:30? Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that
Hey, it's that
Robbie
time.
up.
You could go over to Jackbox.
No. No.
I left that bookmark up on my iPad, and every once in a while when I'm scrolling through my tabs and I see the menu for that, a little bit of me dies inside.
You're nearly there. Fill the bank.
Why did you keep? Why? That's my only question.
I'm just fascinated by it. I think there's a part of me that's kind of just jealous that I'm not young enough to eat stuff like that anymore. Where like it really fucks with me if I eat something like that. Because
It
look,
fucks with me too.
yeah, but not the. I mean, it'll fuck with me for days.
Bank and summon that primate. Hostile. Incoming.
I think there's a part of me that definitely not realizes, but understands the allure of eating something that awful for you. And I just can't do it anymore. I just can't.
Nope. You're not good enough. You didn't try hard enough.
Vader inbound.
Ah, it's worth it. What the fuck is going on here?
There's an invader somewhere.
I
don't
know.
where.
Oh, he's over here. He's right by me.
That primeval's compromised.
There's like 100 enemies by
Everything
you.
you've got. Invaders off the
He's off the
field.
field.
Okay, well he's gone now.
Look at this.
We've lost.
No!
Allies invading the other side.
Melt him! Melt him!
Nope, not even anything I can do can fucking fix that.
Defeated their primeval.
Well, we gave it a shot. As a fellow connoisseur of energy drinks, are you a fan of Ball's energy drinks?
Everyone else, pick it up.
Who's?
Balls, BAWLS.
Get ready to
They were like,
I've never drinking balls.
you've never, I mean, they are like the OG gamer energy drink. It's been around for a long time.
Incoming at the gulch.
But they have
I'm
a,
sure balls is your favorite, but no, I've never tried it.
it is, and it's fun to say. What I like about what they have is they're the only ones who make a root beer that has caffeine in it.
Ugh.
I mean, ugh.
I hate root
Actually,
beer.
I can really. I used to hate root beer, and then something happened like a few years ago where I tried it in the right circumstances, and it was like, oh my god, what have I been missing my whole life?
I genuinely hope that never happens to me.
Why? You hope that you don't learn to like something and really enjoy it?
No.
That's a horrible thing.
I want to stay cynical forever when it comes to root beer. It's the worst drink to ever grace the earth.
No. I believe that's Mountain Dew.
No. Not even that. It's anywhere near.
Oh,
as
Baja
bad as
Blast.
root beer is. Oh, Baja Blast is one of the greatest things ever
Ugh.
invented by mankind. If you go to a Taco Bell and you order a normal drink, you're a heathen.
Well,
Just get the Blast.
there's your first problem. You went to a Taco Bell. Let's start at the bottom.
And there's your depression. Dropping a 15 on him. Oh, they have another one of this.
One of the fast food restaurants that I'm surprised I've never tried, and all the times I've been out to California, just given how people talk about it as like good drunk food is. No, I've had In-N-Out, and I do not understand the fascination with it. It's good, but it's not
Maybe
like
animal style is the reason people like it.
but it's not like life changing. People treat it like it's as close to eating the burgers you might get in heaven. They're just okay.
Ready. Don't say hello.
But Del Taco, I've never had Del Taco.
All I've heard is just that it's like discount Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's like drunk food. That's all it's good for.
Why not just get better drunk food?
Well, I don't disagree, especially like if you're in California where you can get really good tacos for a reasonable price. But I get, it's late,
even
you're
bother.
drunk, and you're just, wandering around, and you want something quick and easy and fast and greasy.
Bringing them back.
Then just go to Taco Bell.
I don't know what the market share is out in California. Like maybe there's just less Taco Bells and more Del Tacos.
I highly doubt it, but maybe.
I'm just saying I
Under
wouldn't
some
mind trying
strange
it next time I'm
circumstance.
out there.
Bring me back a burrito and we'll see how it
We'll
goes.
see how that travels across the country.
Just refrigerate it.
Explain that to the TSA. What do you got in the bag? A Del Taco burrito?
Yeah. Open it up. Like, oh, meat, cheese, sour cream. Okay, yeah, you're good.
You think they'll actually open up the burrito and make you re-roll it at the TSA?
Yes, I genuinely do. I had a big package of batteries that I brought. I brought like 2 gigantic packages of AA batteries, which you're allowed to do.
Yes. That is
And they had me open the packages, and they looked at all of them, and then they put them back. Like, why?
Can you bring food from home on an airplane right now? I mean, it's not something I would ever do, but like, I know you can't bring liquids.
Invader down. Your allies.
You can if it's in your checked baggage, not in your carry-on.
You're talking about liquid. Yes, that I know. And you can bring
Yeah.
liquid under like 3 ounces on an airplane.
You can do under 3 ounces in your carry-on, over 3 ounces in your check.
But if I brought like fried chicken in a Tupperware container, can I bring that on an airplane?
Yeah, I assume so. The only thing that I've heard that they don't allow is like live produce,
Live produce? I mean like a banana?
like fruit, vegetable, banana. Yes, bananas.
So what if I brought
Because that stuff goes.
what if I brought a salad?
Hey, got enough to pull a prime
Oh, are you talking about when you go to Canada?
might
Are you
be
talking
okay.
about when you go to Canada?
Devour that prime evil.
It's just general TSA.
Well, no.
They don't ask you what flight you're going on to.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like taking something through customs.
No,
Hang on.
I didn't go through
Now-
customs.
now
I meant
Can I bring a banana on a plane? The first thing that comes up on Google is not "Can I bring a banana on a plane?" It's "Can I bring a banana on a boat?"
maybe.
Yes, you can bring fresh fruit on an airplane.
Really, that's interesting. I always heard that you couldn't.
You can for domestic flights within the USA. You can on an international flight originating in the USA. But you cannot bring a banana into the United States from an international flight.
That one's a definite.